You know, guys, I've been in ministry for a very, very, very long time. In October, to be specific, I'll be teaching the Bible for roughly 30 years. That's no joke. Actually, I think 31. I've lost track. But anyway, one of the common occurrences that takes place in ministry is people will come up to me and they'll say, dude, you got to pay attention. That guy over there that's serving with us, he's got evil motives. Or that guy is looking to do you harm, Pastor James. You need to have a heads up. I just want you to know something. We really got to do something about it. And of course, sometimes I respond by simply saying, well, you know what? Leave it alone. And they look at me and they get really, really upset. What do you mean leave it alone? I mean, bro, what they're doing is wrong. I mean, you have this ministry where you expose people all the time. And how in the world are you saying leave it alone? What I oftentimes have to explain to them is that as a pastor, there are times where I cannot get myself involved in having to rip something away when it's creating what I believe to be harm to myself, because by ripping it away, I might end up doing more damage to the people that I minister to than myself. And the reality of it is sometimes you have to let the Lord just allow things to happen. And Jesus tells a story like this. He talks about the wheat and the chaff. And the idea here is you have this chaff that grows around the wheat. It looks just like the wheat. And the tendency is to want to go grab that chaff and rip it out. But the problem is it looks so much like the wheat that when you go and try to rip it out, what you end up doing is you rip out the wheat and you hurt the right stuff and you kind of forsake the good stuff and leave the bad stuff there. The reality of it is you can do more damage than good when you try to uproot something, and sometimes you have to let God simply do the uprooting himself. He's kind of like the wind that blows on that crop, and the chaff is much lighter than the wheat, and when the chaff gets catch of that wind blows it away, and the stuff that's good and substantive stays right there. And I think sometimes we have to learn to have an attitude like that. There are times where, of course, we're obligated to speak up. More times than not, we're supposed to speak up. We're supposed to deal with things. And oftentimes when we get in those situations, it's a very surgical type process, right? You call something very specific out. You make that known to people. But then there are times where you're going to have people in your midst that are going to say, I'm Christian and I love the Lord. And they look and act and talk and walk just like you in many ways. In reality, you know something is wrong, but you have to let God blow the wind. You've got to let God do the revealing and the exposing that he wants to do. And sometimes you just have to be patient while God does it, because when he does it, he's going to do it right. And oftentimes when he does it, matter of fact, every time when he does it, he spares the lives of those that are innocent. And I'm all about having a situation where we don't see casualties as a result, innocent casualties as a result of us trying to fix the problem. Sometimes we've got to let the Spirit of God fix the problem. And today we're going to talk about that Sunday morning. Now, if you're not watching this on Sunday morning, we do have the video attached to this of the Bible study that we are going over here. I think it will totally bless you. I think you're going to love every minute of it, but you're going to learn about how God does the surgical work, and it's pretty awesome stuff. So let God do it, trust in him, and let's watch him do great things. God bless you.